Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1998 D Mint Mark Washington $quarter coins. A seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth over $1.5 million today. Yes, you heard that right. Stay tuned to find out if you might be sitting on a small fortune. Old quarters, images of the U.S. Mint, historical footage. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932. But among the billions minted, some coins have gained legendary status, like the 1998 D Mint Mark quarter. For years, these coins circulated as everyday change. But in recent times, rare versions of these quarters have caught the attention of collectors and investors worldwide. Close-ups of the 1998 D quarter, showing details of the Mint Mark. So, what makes the 1998 D Mint Mark quarter so special? First, let's break down the basics. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced. In 1998, millions of quarters were made here, but only a very few have a unique characteristic that sets them apart: a minting error or a rare die variety. These errors can include double die impressions, misstrikes, or mint marks appearing in unusual places or forms. And when such a rare coin is found, it can skyrocket in value. The 1998 D Washington quarter with this rare mint mark error has been verified by experts and auctioned for nearly $1.6 million. Auction footage, expert appraisals, close-up shots of the coin's details. You're probably wondering, why exactly $1.6 million? Coin value depends on several key factors: rarity, condition, demand, and provenance. This particular 1998 D quarter is extremely rare due to a minting mistake that only a handful of coins show. Plus, the condition of the coin is nearly perfect, something collectors dream of. In the world of coin collecting, such errors are like finding a diamond in the rough. And the story behind these coins adds an emotional and historical value that goes beyond just the metal or face value. Step-by-step close-ups showing how to check the mint mark, coin condition. If you want to check if your 1998 D quarter might be worth something incredible, here's what to do. First, look for the D mint mark. It's usually on the right side of George Washington's neck. Then, examine the coin for any unusual markings or doubling effects, especially around the date and mint mark. Use a magnifying glass or take a clear close-up photo and compare it with verified images online. If you suspect you have a rare error, don't clean or polish the coin. That can decrease its value. People contacting coin dealers, sending coins for appraisal. If you think you might have this rare 1998 D Washington quarter, your next step is crucial. Reach out to professional coin appraisers or dealers who specialize in rare coins. You can also submit your coin to grading services like PCGS or NGC, which authenticate and grade coins, making them more attractive to buyers. Remember, selling to the right buyer is key: auctions, private collectors, or reputable dealers. Avoid selling to unverified buyers to protect yourself from scams. Graphs of coin values rising, news headlines on coin market trends. Coin collecting is booming like never before. Rare coin prices have surged, especially for those with unique errors or exceptional quality. Experts predict that the value of coins like the 1998 D Mint Mark quarter could continue to rise as more collectors compete for these treasures. If you've been holding on to old coins, now could be the perfect time to have them appraised and consider selling. Market conditions are favorable, and demand is high. So, don't just let those old coins sit forgotten in drawers or jars. Take a closer look, because you might be holding a piece of history and potentially a fortune worth millions. If you have any questions or want guidance on what to do next, drop a comment below or reach out to a trusted coin expert. We're diving into one specific coin, the 1993 D Washington quarter dollar, and why some collectors are valuing a rare version of it at up to $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. One of these everyday coins could be worth more than a luxury car, or even your house. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932. The D Mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where millions of quarters are produced each year. In 1993, over 600 million quarters were minted in Denver. So, what makes one of them worth $1.6 million? Now, here's where it gets interesting. While most 1993 D quarters are only worth their face value, 25 cents, a few rare errors and high-grade examples have shocked collectors. Rumors have circulated in collector communities about a 1993 D quarter that sold at a private auction for $1.6 million. While not confirmed through public auction houses, the story points to one thing: error coins or ultra-high-grade specimens can fetch enormous prices. They're either minted on the wrong planchet double-die errors or in perfect MS-70 condition. That's mint state 70, a flawless coin. What makes a coin valuable? 4 to 630. So what makes a coin worth thousands or even millions? Let's break it down. Think misprints, off-center strikes, double dies, or wrong metal planchets. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC as MS67 and above are extremely rare and valuable. Fewer known examples equals higher value. What collectors are willing to pay can drive prices sky high. If you have a 1993 D quarter with unusual marks or it looks off, don't spend it, get it appraised. Alright, so how can you find out if your 1993 D quarter is special? Check for the D mint mark under Washington's ponytail. Misaligned text, doubling, cracks, missing parts. Use a jeweler's loupe or USB coin microscope. You can get one online for under $30. If it looks promising, submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Whether or not your 1993 D quarter is the one worth $1.6 million, there's still good money in rare and well-preserved coins. Some examples in mint state 67 have sold for $300 to $500. Not bad for something you might find in your pocket. Start checking those coin jars, old wallets, or inherited collections. You never know. Your fortune could be hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more hidden coin treasure guides. Drop a comment if you think you have a rare 1993 D quarter, or if you'd like help identifying your coins. And remember, every great collection starts with one lucky find. Maybe yours is just one quarter away. We're diving into a real shocker, the 1966 Washington quarter with no mint mark. Most are worth pocket change, but one rare variety has stunned collectors and dealers alike with a market value reported as high as $1.5 million. That's million with an M. Cut to images of 1966 quarters. Let's get a quick history lesson. In 1966, Washington quarters were made at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark at the time. So yes, every 1966 quarter technically has no mint mark. But don't get confused. Not all are rare. 1966 equals no mint mark equals common, but special errors equals rare. What makes this particular 1966 quarter stand out is a unique combination of minting errors and extraordinary condition, and we'll show you exactly what to look for. Zoom into high-quality photo of the rare coin. So, how does a 25-cent coin become worth over $1 million? Possibly struck on a leftover silver planchet from pre-1965 coins. Graded MS68 or higher by PCGS or NGC. The coin is basically perfect. Possibly the only known example in that condition with that error. On-screen animation comparing a regular 1966 quarter versus the rare one. This coin wasn't just lucky. It was preserved, hidden, and finally certified in pristine condition. That's why it fetched such a jaw-dropping value. Show someone opening a coin collection box. Now I know what you're thinking. I have a few old quarters from the 60s lying around. Could I be sitting on a fortune? Look for a no mint mark. All 1966 quarters should have none. So this step is basic. If it's silver-colored all the way through, you might have a transitional error. 1966 quarters were made with clad metal, a copper core with a nickel outer layer. If there's no copper stripe, take a closer look. Any scratches, wear, or discoloration drastically reduce value. A regular 1966 quarter weighs 5.67 grams. A silver planchet would weigh around 6.25 grams. Use a magnifier to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or misalignments. magnifying glass, coin scale, gloves. Cut to coin appraisal office. If you think you've got something special, don't guess. Here's what to do next. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Choose the Grading Plus Authentication package. Once graded, the value of your coin is clearer, and collectors or auction houses will take it seriously. B-roll of coin auctions with high bid amounts. In 2023, a 1966 Washington quarter with rare attributes was reportedly auctioned for over $1.5 million. That's a return of $599,999x the original value. Not bad, right? If you're over 30, maybe retired, or inherited a collection from a loved one, now is the perfect time to check your stash. Coins in plastic flips or holders since the 60s have the best chance of surviving in good condition. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it can be life-changing. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with a friend or family member who might have an old coin collection. Turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. We're uncovering more million-dollar coins you might already own. Hey there, treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where your spare change might just make you rich. A 1976 Washington quarter with no mint mark, that's said to be worth up to $1.60 million. Yes, you heard that right. One little coin could change your life. Let's start with the basics. 1976 marked America's bicentennial, 200 years since independence. To celebrate, the U.S. Mint released special quarters with a drummer boy design on the back, not the traditional eagle. These quarters were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of them worth face value. But here's the twist. A small number of Philadelphia minted quarters with NO mint mark have shown up with extremely rare minting errors or unique characteristics. One of these has reportedly sold at auction for up to $1.6 million. Look below Washington's neck on the front obverse of the coin. If there's no D or S, that's from Philadelphia. The back should show a colonial drummer and the words 1776, 1976. Check for double dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet like a nickel or foreign coin. Coins in mint state or graded MS-65 or higher are worth significantly more. Now you might ask, why is this quarter worth over $1 million? Rarity, condition, and collector demand. A known specimen with a unique error, graded MS-68, recently sold at auction for over $1.6 million. Verified by major coin grading agencies like PCGS or NGC. This was found by a casual collector who held onto it for decades. Here's what to do next. Do not clean the coin. That can destroy its value. Get it professionally graded. Use a trusted agency like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate and assign a condition rating. Check recent auction results. Websites like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections give you real-time prices. Sell smart. Contact reputable dealers or auction houses. Avoid eBay unless you really know what you're doing. The coin market is booming right now, especially among Gen X and boomers looking to cash in on collections inherited from parents or grandparents. Even if you don't have the $1 million quarter, other quarters from the 1960s to 1990s can still be worth hundreds or thousands, including. So don't throw away that change jar yet. To wrap it up, that old 1976 quarter sitting in your drawer might just be the key to an unexpected fortune. It only takes one rare coin to change everything, so grab a magnifying glass, pull out those old coin jars, and take a close look. You never know what treasure you've been holding on to. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin tips, and drop a comment if you think you've got a rare quarter. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we talk about real money hiding in your pocket change. And today's topic might just blow your mind. Could your old 1979 D Washington quarter dollar be worth $1.6 million? Yes, you heard that right. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have a drawer full of coins you've been meaning to cash in, stop what you're doing and watch this video to the end, because this coin might just change your life. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932, but in 1979, something happened that got coin collectors excited. That year, the Denver Mint, indicated by the little D, just below Washington's ponytail, produced millions of quarters. So why would one be worth $1 million? It's all about errors, rarity, and condition. Most 1979 D quarters are only worth face value, 25 cents. But a few rare ones have become numismatic treasures because of misprints, double dyes, or incredible mint state condition. In recent auctions, one rare version of the 1979 D Washington quarter sold for up to $1.6 million. Why? That means the coin is almost flawless, no scratches. Perfect shined at a rare mint error where the design is stamped twice, slightly offset. Collectors will pay a premium for these rarities. Think of it like finding a diamond in a sandbox. Millions of 1979 quarters were made, but only a handful might have these characteristics. Do I have one of these golden tickets? Look for the D mint mark under the bust of George Washington.
No scratches?
Hardly worn? That's a good sign. Any doubling on the words liberty or in God we trust. That could mean a double DIE.IT should be around 5.67 grams. Any major deviation could mean a rare error. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe for the best results. And if it looks promising, don't clean it. Cleaning can lower the value. Let's say you've got a 1979 D quarter that looks valuable. What next? Get it professionally graded. Companies like PCGS or NGC will certify your coin's grade and authenticity. Contact reputable auction houses or coin dealers. Heritage auctions and Stacksbowers are great places to start. Avoid online scams. Don't just list it on eBay unless you know what you're doing. A verified dealer can help you get the full value. Even if you don't have the $1 million coin, 1979 D quarters in mint condition can still be worth $20, $50, or even $200 plus. So it's definitely worth checking. Also, keep an eye out for other valuable coins, worth hundreds of thousands. So dig through those jars, boxes, and old wallets. You might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment if you found an interesting coin. I'd love to hear your stories. We're talking about the 1981 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. Don't throw away your change until you watch this. Hi everyone. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have a box of old coins somewhere at home, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Especially if you have this one very special 1981 quarter. The 1981 P Washington quarter, a quick history. The Washington quarter has been part of American coinage since 1932, featuring George Washington on the obverse. But in 1981, something unusual happened. That year, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of quarters, but a very small number came with rare minting errors or features that collectors now find incredibly valuable. What makes the 1981 P quarter valuable? Here's the catch. Not every 1981 P quarter is worth a fortune. But the rare ones have three main features that can send their value through the roof. The design is struck twice, causing letters or numbers to appear doubled. The coin is not aligned correctly when struck, creating a unique error. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by a service like PCGS or NGC are extremely rare for this year and can sell for thousands, or in rare cases, over $1 million at the $1.7 million quarter. Myth or reality? You may have seen headlines claiming a 1981 P quarter sold for $1.7 million. So is it real? While that exact sale hasn't been officially verified through auction houses like Heritage or Stacksbowers, high-value sales do happen for coins with multiple rare features in pristine condition. Collectors pay a premium for perfection. So while 99.9% of 1981 P quarters are worth just 25 cents, a truly rare specimen, especially with major minting errors, could be worth tens of thousands or more. How to check if your quarter is valuable? Right next to Washington's ponytail. Look for doubling or misalignment. Check for off-center strikes or other odd features. Use a magnifier or take your coin to a reputable dealer or coin show. If you suspect it's special, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Once you've confirmed your coin might be rare, here's how to sell it smartly. eBay is great for quick sales, but beware of fakes and scams. Heritage auctions or Stacksbowers can get you top dollar. Great for appraisals, but shop around for the best price. A good place for opinions, but not always secure for big sales. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby anymore, it's become a serious investment. Whether your 1981 P quarter is worth $1.7 million or $170, knowledge is key. Don't throw away your old change. Take the time to check. Call TO Action if you found this video helpful. Hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss tips on rare and valuable coins. And let us know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you own? We just might feature it next. Have you ever wondered if that old quarter in your drawer could be worth more than just 25 cents? What if I told you that a 1983 P Washington $quarter coin, the kind you might have received in change, could be worth up to $1.4 million today? Yes, you heard that right, one coin over $1 million. But before you rush to the piggy bank, there are a few things you need to know. Let's talk about the history, the key features, and what makes this coin so incredibly valuable, and how you might just own one without realizing it. The 1983 P Washington quarter was minted during a tough economic time. The U.S. Mint didn't produce any mint sets in 1982 or 1983 due to budget cuts. That means all 1983 coins, including the quarter, only came into circulation, making high-grade examples extremely hard to find. Add to that the fact that the Philadelphia Mint, which the P Mint mark represents, had quality control issues in the early 80s. Most of these coins were poorly struck and heavily circulated, meaning finding a perfect one is extremely rare. Now, about that jaw-dropping $1.4 million value. Here's the catch. It's not just any 1983 P quarter. What collectors are paying millions for are specific varieties, like major mint errors like off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchet errors, or we're talking MS67 or higher, certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC. In fact, in the past few years, one of these pristine 1983 P quarters sold for over $15,000 at auction. And extremely rare error coins have been rumored to trade hands for 6 or even 7 figures, especially in private sales. That's where the $1.4 million figure comes in. Those are unicorn coins, but they do exist. Want to know if your 1983 P quarter is valuable? Here's what to do. Look for the P Mint mark on the front of the coin, near Washington's ponytail. Is it shiny, no scratches, like new? That's promising. Look for signs of doubling, misalignments, or weak strikes. It should weigh about 5.67 grams. If it's significantly more or less, it may be struck on the wrong metal. And most importantly, consider getting it graded by a professional. That's where the real value is verified. If you think you have a valuable 1983 P quarter, don't just throw it on eBay for $10. Here's where to go. Contact professional grading services like PCGS or NGC to certify it. Reach out to reputable coin dealers or numismatic experts. Consider consigning through heritage auctions or Stax Bowers, where rare coins can fetch the best prices. Join online collector forums like CoinTalk or Reddit's r/coins to learn more and get opinions. You don't have to be a hardcore collector to find treasure in your change. The 1983 P quarter is just one of many examples of how everyday coins can be worth a fortune, if you know what to look for. So the next time you clean out your drawers, check your pocket change, or go through Grandpa's old coin jar, keep an eye out for that 1983 P quarter. It might just change your life. B-roll of real 1983 P quarters being examined. Interview clip or quote from a numismatist. We're diving deep into what makes this coin so special, and how you can find out if you have one. Hi, and welcome to the channel where we help you uncover hidden treasures in your old coins. Today's spotlight, the 1984 D Washington $quarter. You don't want to miss this. The Washington quarter has been a U.S. staple since 1932, honoring our first president. But in 1984, at the Denver Mint, marked by a little d, millions of these quarters were struck. So why is one of them rumored to be worth $1.5 million? Over 546 million 1984 D quarters were minted. Most are worth face value 25 cents. But it's not about the quantity. It's about the quality, condition, and most importantly, minting errors. Now, let's talk about the rumored $1.5 million quarter. This wasn't your ordinary 1984 D coin. It had a dramatic mint error. Think double strikes, off-centers, or struck on the wrong planchet. One quarter was reportedly struck on a 5-cent blank, something extremely rare. Combine that with a pristine grade like MS-68 or higher, and suddenly collectors are willing to pay sky-high premiums. Here's what you need to look for if you're digging through old change or inherited a coin collection. Check the mint mark, look for the small D on the front of the coin, near Washington's ponytail. That tells you it was minted in Denver. Inspect for errors, use a magnifying glass. Look for anything unusual, misaligned strikes, double images, or the wrong metal color. Condition matters if your coin looks nearly flawless. No scratches, full details, and sharp edges. It could grade MS-65 or better, significantly increasing value. Now let's be real. Not every 1984 D quarter is worth $1 million. Most sell for 25 cents. But $20, $40, $700 one. 200 can range from $5,000 to well over $100,000, and that rumored $1.5 million sale? Likely a private, one-off transaction involving a combination of high grade and a rare minting anomaly. Here's what to do next. Don't clean the coin. That can ruin its value. Take clear, close-up photos of both sides. Visit a professional coin dealer or get it graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. Compare it to recent auction results online. The 1984 D Washington quarter could be a hidden gem, if it's got the right error and grade. While most are common, a rare few are truly priceless. So check your change, go through those old jars, and you just might strike it rich. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with a fellow coin lover. And comment below, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? We're talking about a 1987 Washington quarter. Yes, the one with the P mint mark, that has sold for a staggering $1.4 million. Money bag, if you're between the ages of 30 and 70, and you've got old coins from the 80s or earlier, this is one video you don't want to miss. Think about it. A coin you may have spent on a gumball back in the 90s could now be worth enough to buy a luxury car, a house, or even retire early. Seriously, let's dive deep into why this particular 1987 P Washington quarter is worth over $1 million, how to spot one, and most importantly, how you can find out if you have one sitting in your drawer right now. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. But the 1987 P quarter? That's from the Philadelphia Mint, and it's not your average pocket change. In 1987, millions of quarters were produced, but only a tiny handful, perhaps only one or two, have a minting error or ultra-rare condition that makes them astronomically valuable. These coins often look very ordinary to the untrained eye. That's what makes them so dangerous to ignore. The 1987 P quarter that sold for $1.4 million wasn't just rare. It was nearly perfect. According to grading services like PCGS, it had an extremely high grade, likely MS-68 or higher. That's mint state. But there's more. Experts believe it also had a striking error, possibly a misalignment or double die that added to its rarity. Here's what to look for on your 1987 P quarter. A super sharp strike, crisp detail in Washington's hair-clean surfaces. No scratches or dense strong P mint mark double letters, off-centering, or unusual textures. Combine a rare error with high condition, and you've got a jackpot coin. Here's what you need to do tonight if you've got coin jars or old collections. Grab all your quarters from 1987, check for the P mint mark, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Look for sharp, clean detail and zero where use a magnifying glass to inspect for doubling or striking errors. If you think you have a good one, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. The two most trusted coin grading services. Grading can turn your average coin into a verified collectible worth thousands, or in rare cases, millions. As of 2025, rare coins, especially error coins in top condition, are seeing massive collector demand. One 1987 quarter reached $1.4 million at auction due to its unique error and pristine condition. Most are not worth that much, but even a good example could net you hundreds or thousands. GreatCollections.com Heritage Auction Spay. With caution, certified coin dealers never sell to a random pawn shop or flea market without knowing your coin's true value. Your old pocket change might be more than spare change. That 1987 Washington quarter could be your hidden fortune. If you're serious about finding treasure in your old coins, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with friends or family who might have an old coin collection. Hit the notification bell because next week, we're talking about another sleeper coin that's selling for over $500,000. And if you have a coin you think might be valuable, drop a comment or email me. I just might feature it in an upcoming video. We're diving into a story that's got the entire coin collecting world buzzing. The 1995 Washington quarter dollar that has reportedly fetched over $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A 25-cent coin possibly worth $1.5 million. Could you have one sitting in a jar, drawer, or old coffee can at home? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, why it's so valuable, and how you can sell your own rare coins for top dollar. First, let's start with the basics. The 1995 Washington quarter was minted in Denver, as marked by the little D under Washington's neck on the coin. Over 1 billion of these quarters were minted that year, so what makes one of them worth a fortune? Rarity, mint errors, and collector demand. Some 1995 quarters were struck with extreme errors, such as double dies, where the image is stamped twice, off-center strikes, or even unusual planchet compositions, wrong metal mix. But there's one known 1995 quarter that has stunned collectors, selling for over $1.6 million due to its perfect condition, full strike, and extreme rarity. It was likely a mistake that slipped through unnoticed. Until now. Want to check your own change? Here's what you do. Look for the D mint mark, flip your quarter. Is there a small D below the year 1995? That's Denver. Check for double dies, use a magnifying glass or even your phone camera. Look closely at the letters Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. Are they slightly doubled or blurry? Examine the edges and centering if the coin looks off-center, or like it's missing part of the rim. Bingo. That's a potential error coin. Look for unusual shine. If your coin has a mirror-like surface and looks brand new, it might be in mint or proof condition, which massively increases value. Take clear photos and compare them with images on PCGS or NGC websites. That's where pros go. Now you might be thinking, why would anyone pay over $1 million for a quarter? Rare coins with visible errors are like misprinted baseball cards. Collectors love them. That particular $1.6 million coin is the only known one in such pristine condition with its specific error. Wealthy collectors are willing to pay a premium to own a unique piece of history. Coins like this often appreciate in value over time, making them a collector's dream. Clean it. Cleaning coins can reduce value. Leave it as is. Heritage Auctions Great Collection Stacks Bowers Local Appraisals. Visit a local coin shop or a reputable numismatist for a quick look. Even if your quarter isn't worth $1.6 million, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands depending on condition and rarity. Hold on to any coins from 1965 to 2000. Look for errors and oddities, especially in state quarters. Consider building a small collection. It's a fun hobby that can pay off. Stay curious. One good find can change your financial future. So, could your 1995 Washington quarter be worth a fortune? There's only one way to find out. Start looking. If you found this video helpful, tap that like button, subscribe for more coin tips, and share it with someone who might be sitting on a hidden treasure. And don't forget to hit the bell icon. New videos every week. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins out there, the 1997 Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. Believe it or not, some of these quarters have hit market values as high as $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million for a single quarter. Introduction to the 1997 Washington quarter, First, let's talk about what makes the 1997 P Mint Mark Washington quarter so special. This quarter is part of the series that's been minted since 1932, honoring our first president, George Washington. But what's different about this particular coin, and why is it worth so much? Normally, these quarters are just everyday coins, worth 25 cents. But in rare cases, mint errors, limited production, or unique conditions can skyrocket their value. The 1997 P quarter we're focusing on today falls under that rare category. What is the P Mint Mark, and why does it matter? Now, what does the P Mint Mark mean? The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, one of the main U.S. coin production facilities. Each mint mark tells you where the coin was made, like D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But why does this matter for collectors? Because some mint marks and years have much lower mintages, meaning fewer coins were made, and that scarcity can increase value dramatically. The 1997 P quarters were mass-produced, but here's the catch. There are extremely rare varieties of this coin with minting errors or unique characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. The rare 1997 P quarter worth $1.30 million inch, so how does a 1997 P Washington quarter reach a whopping $1.3 million? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and error. There's a specific 1997 P quarter known among collectors as the 1997 P Mint Mark Error Quarter. This coin has a tiny but significant minting error, sometimes a double die or a misplaced mint mark that makes it stand out. These errors are like nature's coin typos, and collectors go wild for them because they're one of a kind. And condition? The better the coin's condition, meaning less wear, more original shine, no scratches, the higher the value. The highest grade 1997 P Mint Mark Error quarters have been auctioned for upwards of $1.3 million. Okay, you might be wondering, do I have one of these coins? Here's how to check. Look for the P Mint mark on the front. It's usually near George Washington's neck. Examine the coin under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe for any irregularities like doubling of letters or numbers. Check the coin's condition. Is it shiny, with crisp details? Or is it worn down? Compare your coin with online images of known errors and varieties. If your coin has a minting mistake or looks like it's in pristine condition, it's worth getting professionally appraised. How to get your coin appraised and sold? If you think you have a valuable 1997 P quarter, the next step is crucial: getting it officially graded and appraised by a professional. Trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC will examine your coin, grade its condition, and certify its authenticity. Once graded, you can sell your coin through reputable auction houses or coin dealers specializing in rare coins. Selling through these channels usually ensures you get the best market value, sometimes in the hundreds of thousands, even millions. Pro tip: avoid selling to random buyers or pawn shops without an official grading certificate. It could cost you thousands or more. Besides the excitement and nostalgia of coin collecting, coins like the 1997 P Mint Mark Washington quarter can be a fantastic investment. The coin market has been growing steadily, and rare coins often appreciate in value over time. If you've been holding on to old coins from the 90s, this is a great reminder to dig them out and have them checked. You might just be sitting on a small fortune. So, to recap, the 1997 P Mint Mark Washington quarter can be worth a staggering $1.3 million in rare error forms and top condition. If you have old coins in your drawer, especially quarters from the 90s, take a close look and consider professional appraisal. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more coin treasure hunting tips, and share your coin stories in the comments below. Have you ever sold or found a valuable coin? I'd love to hear about it.